Have you ever heard of a Norman door? The phenomenon is named after a famous advocate for user-centered design, Don Norman. It signals you to do the opposite of what you're supposed to do and needs a sign to correct it. This can be frustrating. Once you know about Norman doors, you will notice them everywhere. They're the perfect example of affordance. Affordance is the relationship between what something looks like and how it's used. You should be able to figure out how to use something just by looking at it. No picture, label, or instructions needed. In my work as a researcher, I think a lot about this principle as it applies to medical product design. In healthcare, the stakes are higher than the momentary frustration caused by a Norman door. If it's unclear to users how to inject themselves with an auto-injector, they could suffer from a needlestick injury. If it's unclear to nurses how to stop an infusion pump from delivering medication, it could cause harm to the patient. Researchers like me discovered these potential use errors during usability studies. We watch participants try to use the product and encourage them to do what they would in real life. If they struggle, we observe a little bit before we, as moderators, jump in and try to move them along. While they're struggling, we notice a lot of things we might not have thought of. These observations help designers build affordances into the product being researched. An example of affordance in an auto-injector might be a ridge at the top to indicate where the user's thumb goes, an arrow on the cap that shows you how to remove it, or a window in the shaft to see how much medication you're injecting. It's important to do research early on so designers can build affordances like these into the products. The later you are in the design process, the harder it becomes to make a change. Discover them early enough, and you'll be able to reduce risk and prevent use errors.